Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Got an awesome TvZ for you here today. Let's start checking it out. So up the top side of the map, the top leftish sort of northwest side of the map, is going to be Mr. Dayshi. He is 19 years of age, from France, plays for Team Millennium. IMI, I assume, stands for Millennium. Or maybe it's just like some funny fighter anagram letters look like actual objects sort of deal. But yeah, he is from Team Millennium. And down at the bottom right side of the map, Mr. Snute. He is 23 years of age, from Norway, plays for Team Liquid. And I've seen a lot of people in the HyperX clan, and I think that this is just a clan that people join when they're not on their main server. So if they're originally from this place, but they're actually playing on a different server, like they're originally from Korea and they're playing on the European or something like that, I don't know, they just join this HyperX thing, which is pretty cool. Although both of these guys are from Europe, so they should both be playing on the European team, so maybe there is a different reason for this HyperX. I'm not 100% sure, but there we go. Millennium. It kind of looks like IMI, or maybe it's just an M, not sure. Anyway, we do have a fast expansion coming out for, not fast expansion actually, there's a pull into expansion coming out from Mr. Snute, going for early defensive, or early queens, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, HyperX doesn't actually have a spinning icon thing, which is a bit unfortunate. There we go, got the Reaper coming on in, having a look. The Queen is out, so that's the bonus of having the fast spawning pool, is you can get a Queen out by the time the Reaper gets here. So there we go, beautiful stuff. The Overlord coming on in. I saw another Reaper just coming out. But yeah, the first Reaper is not having much luck actually doing anything right here. Another Queen coming out of here, and Workers coming out as well, but this Queen marching the long way along to actually hit that Reaper, and he's going to have to back off, but the other one is coming on in. Not sure what the play is right there. He's actually attacking the Queen. Doesn't seem like a very smart idea. You're just losing health, and then you have to run back and regenerate it. But the Queen, he's taking 30 health, so if you give him about 5 or 6 years, he probably will be able to kill that Queen with 2 Reapers, but I don't see it happening. We do have a third Reaper coming out though, so yeah, I guess if you keep these guys alive, they're going to be good for harassment later game. There we go. Still attacking the very, very edge of these guys dying. Continuing to attack. Oh, knocked off follow mode. There we go. Let's zoom it out a little bit more. They see another Queen, and of course Snute doing some very good micro to attack the weakened Reaper. Actually pulling this Reaper in, that's a bit dangerous. Needs to not pull that Reaper in. Oh, manages to kill the Queen though. Snute not switching over to the weakened Reapers, and a Queen actually does go down. Very, very nice job. So I was not expecting Dayshi to be able to pull that off, but he did. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And now that the Reapers have taken out a Queen, Snute is going to be a little bit more careful. He's building 2 more Queens. He's currently got 2. So there's going to be up to a total of 4. Which is, yeah, a very, very decent number of Queens for this point in the battle. You really only need 3 at this point. 1 for each base and 1 to spread the creep. But he's going to be getting more. And oh, Dayshi getting a little bit out of his league against 2 Queens. Did knock him down to a very low amount of health. Very good job, but he did lose a Reaper doing that. So yeah, very unfortunate. But the Hellions are starting to come out now. And these guys will just be making it a whole lot more fun. So if he's able to actually kill Queens with Reapers, imagine what he can do with Hellions once he gets them out there. It's going to be very, very exciting. But there, Gate's starting to come down, and Snoot's starting to realize that Hellions are a definite possibility. But at the main time, look at this. Lings with speed running in. There's the top side is blocked. Is it blocked? No, it's not blocked. He is not blocked it up fast enough, and the Ling's getting all the way in there, taking out a ton of workers. There are Hellions, which are still sort of annoying right here, but if we have a look at the workers lost, he has not in fact killed a single worker yet, which is quite unfortunate. So those guys that killed a Hellion and a Marine, some of the most ineffectual Lings I have ever seen. I mean, not even 1 worker killed. So they must have just been attack moving, and as soon as the Hellions came and started shooting, they came back tried to shoot the Hellions. He turned around mid-game, tried to kill the tech lab, but yeah, didn't really. He actually cancelled that cloak now. And is he going to cancel the Banshee? Not sure. It wouldn't be a bad idea, because Snute does know that a Banshee is coming out. He saw that this thing was producing something. So yeah, he's probably guessing that Banshees with cloaks is coming out. But of course we did see that Dayshi has cancelled the cloaks right now. So yeah, here we go. Queen's going to be scaring away the Hellions. And Dayshi still wants to make something happen here against the Queen, because there are 4 Queens out on this battlefield. That's a little bit too much for him to handle, even with all these Hellions and Reapers. It's only a matter of time before they start going down. Here we go, the Banshee coming out. As we said, no cloak coming down. So Snute is probably expecting the cloak to be out anytime soon, but he's going to be disappointed. It's not going to be coming down, so which means the Queens will be able to do a very, very nice job. It's also going to mean that Snute is going to spend a lot on spores, which he potentially doesn't need, because Queens can handle these guys fine as long as they are not cloaking. Oh, bunch of Hellions, they're going to get owned. But yeah, here we go. The Banshee coming around the bottom side. I feel like we don't really need that zoom anymore. And yeah, is it going to actually kill anything? This is the question right here. He's going to kill some workers from the side. Yeah, not doing too badly. 4 kills, 5 kills. Man, Snute leaving no Queens up at the top side here, and the crit spread between the main and the secondary base. Not all that good. So the Banshee managed to get away with 7 very, very easy kills. Meanwhile, the Overlord is going to get blown away by the Viking, and I wonder why there are 3 stars on top of that. Oh, that's the sign. That's the sigil thing that players can pick. So yeah, you can see it all over the place, like here and here, but it's really, really big on the stuff, but you just never notice it when it's actually landed, because it's like sunken down. But yeah, 3 stars, man. So great stuff here. What is the Zerg one? That's interesting. Oh, it's this little little Hydralis Ultralis head sort of deal. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's very hard to see that on buildings though. Can't really. Let's have a look and see if we can actually find that on any buildings. Evo chamber. No. I cannot for the life of me see that. I mean, and the Overlord's not there anywhere. I mean, it's just very, very hard to see, but it's a lot easier to see on these guys. It's probably on these Hellions and Reapers, but I don't want to pause the game to look for that, so yeah, I can see it on the top of the Banshee right in the middle, I think. Oh, look at this. Banelings coming in. Almost coming in. They are getting driven away here, but if they turn around, and what is Mr. Snute going for? It's mainly just Ling aggression at the moment. He's already got 1-1, thinking about getting 2-2. There's the Mutas. I was waiting for the Mutas to come out, but I'm not sure if he was there yet, and it looks like he is there. So getting the Mutas out is going to be a very, very nice play. Income-wise, he's up to 76, which is extremely large amount of workers for a Zerg player, but Dayshi is up to 72, which is absolutely fantastic. Building a 4th command center, this is almost certainly going to be for an actual 4th base, not for a planetary, because he is just exploding right now. Getting so much good stuff, a crap ton of Marines, Hellbats at the same time. The Mutalings are going to be running over here. He doesn't have a whole lot, and the Lings are going to be able to run these guys out without too many problems, but there were Widow Mines. Don't think they really did a ton of good work there. Oh, I was already zoomed out. What am I doing? And here we go. The Lings going right into the middle of the army and then spacing out, just wiping everything out. And Dayshi, for all his incredible economy, is pumping out right now. Those Marines just went in, and he didn't really have anything he could do against them. I mean, he did beautiful spacing to deal with Banelings, but he just underestimated the sheer amount of Lings, normal Zerglings that were in there, and then just completely overwhelmed everything. So, very, very crazy. Right now, Dayshi is going for everything he possibly can. Have these guys got 2 attack yet? No, it's only 1. So there we go. Oh, it was building. It was just off the edge of my screen. But there we go. Snute is currently already got 2-2 on his ground units. Muta's just about to get 1 weapon, sorry. Not 1-1, because that would assume 1 armor. Burrow coming down. That'll be nice to stop the bases from coming up. Just pop a Ling under each of the expansions for Mr. Dayshi. Although if he goes any faster, he's going to have the 4th base before Snute can actually burrow onto it, which is very interesting. It's a nice Overlord hiding over there. Should be able to spot the 4th base when it comes down. And here we go. Muta's coming in. Oh, so close to sniping that medevac. So very, very close, but it is going to get repaired right there. And the Crete spread is absolutely sensational right now. Look at this Crete spread. At the 16-minute mark, he is just absolutely everywhere right now. A couple of Marines doing a bit of a scout. Going to be scouting at this base. They're not going to see anything, but he's got 4 bases already, and he's thinking about getting this base, would be my guess. But here we go. Small force coming out. Probably just a creep destroying squad over here. And they are going to get owned by mutas. I feel like the mutas... Oh, no, there's a little bit too many for them to go in. And Dayshi moves the rest of his forces in there. He has got 1 Thor, a bunch of Hellbats, and a crap ton of Marines. The mutas coming around unexpectedly, taking out the rest of those Marines. Might get a second medevac. They do, and then they run away. Meanwhile, the base has tried to land here, but the Overlord was pooping some creep all over the place, so not going to be happening. Oh, almost flanked those medevacs, but just got knocked away by the Thor. And this is just spread all over the place. Moving out here, a bunch of Hellbats to just chase away those Lings. Did a very, very good job here. Hellbats, of course, are exceptionally good, but look at this sea of Banelings that are popping up. They are just going to be all over the place, and Dayshi has got to be like, you know what, that's actually a crap ton of Banelings. I don't feel good about sending Marines in, but he is still going to send his Marines in. The main army coming up. Banelings hiding underneath the mutas is a very, very common trick and works so well, because of course you can't see the Banelings coming if they're hidden under a great big cloud of mutalisks. So here we go. I can't zoom out any further than this. I wish I could, because this battlefield is just so huge. Hellbat going down. Nice flank here with the Banelings. What a move by Snute. Dayshi was looking over here. The Banelings came from the other direction, and the Thors are all going to go down. Another smaller force over there. But Snute is just going to get the hell out of there. He did a great job with all of those Banelings, kept all of his mutas alive, and just did a sensational amount of damage. Remember, the deal with mutaling is you can lose all of your Lings, you can lose all of your Banelings, but if you lose the mutas, then you are completely screwed. So far, Snute is doing an absolutely fantastic job. Killed so much, killed so many Hellbats, killed the Thors. The mutas weren't really in that battle to the end, so he didn't kill that many medevacs, but I'm sure he would love to finish off these medevacs, and I'm sure that's what he's going to try and do after the next Baneling wave goes out and just wipes out these guys. But they are 3-3 about to hit, and level 2 vehicle weapons also looking good. Here we go, no Banelings in this wave, just pure Lings going out there. Oh, sorry, there were a few Banelings hidden in the mess somewhere. I did not even see them, but there we go. The Marines all going down, and the medevacs know what comes next. They just boost the hell out of there. But here we go, the 4th base looking like it's in a terrible, terrible position at the moment. Bunch of Marines and Marauders coming out, trying to help, but the Lings are taking care of them for now. Blue Flame coming out, and Blue Flame, that must have been around there forever, but that's exceptionally good. They're too late to save the command center, or are they? Workers repairing it at the very, very last second. Desh managed to save it. And why is he building a base over there? Because Dayshi would not expect it. Not in his wildest imagination would he expect Mr. Snute to be building expansion over there, but that's exactly what he is doing. And meanwhile, the Overlord is still alive and still going to be keeping an eye on this area as much as it can be. Look at this, Snute is doing a great job. He's 83 over 60. Dayshi has lost a fair amount of workers, and Snute has not really lost all that many. So just following on the Overseer, look at the Banelings coming in, just running in, the Marines coming in, and suddenly they see Banelings, they just have to run away straight away. But so far, Dayshi actually holding off very, very nicely in that battle. The Ling numbers kind of not there, which can be explained by the crapload of upgrades he is getting, and of course the Ultralisks. So Snute going into heavy Ultra tech, which yeah, is going to be interesting because Ultras are really good when paired with Infestors. So it's going to be interesting to see if he does go. Of course he's got the Infestation Pit, but yeah, Infestors extremely good with Ultras, because of course if you have Ultras, these guys can just kite them away all day. It does hurt when the Ultra's getting close, but if you're controlling your Marines and Marauders successfully, then a good amount of the time you're not actually close. You're kiting away. You're quite a lot faster than the Ultras when you have the speed, when you have the stim. So basically you run, shoot, run, shoot, run, shoot, and at the same time the Ultras are just lumbering after you, and more often than not, they're not actually hitting you. So that is a really great defense, and it helps a lot more when you have Marauders. But of course, if an Infestor comes out and fungal growths your army, then the Infestors the Ultralists just rip them apart, absolutely destroy everything right here. And here we go, the Ultras coming out, but yeah, they see a lot of stuff there. They are going to be backing off now, and a ton of Banelings coming out as well. And I suppose dealing with the Banelings and the Ultras, Dayshi's not going to know which one to shoot, so he's going to have to make a decision, and either way he's going to get owned, because both of those units are so terrible. And when I say terrible, I mean they're really, really awesome at destroying everything on the battlefield. Or at least the ground units. But look at this, Dayshi, man, going in for multiple attacks. Although they're meeting at this sort of ramp here. And the Ultra's getting in nice and close. The Baneling's getting in nice and close. He's making a run for it. The top army didn't really get controlled properly. The left army did. But ended up going down. Now the Mutas have to get on the medevacs. Have to keep them down. Because there's just been too many medevacs just staying up for too long in this game. Snute has to take advantage of the heavy Ultra play right here. He's got a great surprise going. He needs to keep it going, because Dayshi is just going to build a crap ton of Marauders, and then it's going to be a lot harder for him to do anything with the Ultras. And here we go. He's currently only building 3 Marauders at a time. This needs to be boosted up a fair bit, although he may build Thors, and that may help out quite a bit, but we'll have to see exactly how it goes. Not going to push this far. He's taken out the 4th base. Those Lings going the complete wrong way, but yeah, what are you going to do? So yeah, taking out the 4th base, knocked back Dayshi's economy. His mineral income is pretty craptacular at the moment. His 3rd base is almost out of minerals, 2nd base almost out of minerals. A 4th base is absolutely 100% necessary for the Terran player right now, and he has just lost it, so it's possible that he is going to start suffering a slow death. Just absolutely no income at all. He's moving out here. Little does he know the creep is already there. So Snute knows exactly what's going on there. The Muta's coming in. The Ling's coming in as well. Running for it right here. The Hellion tries to stop an attack but does get taken out. The main force coming down. And they're going to try and defend this base. The Queens are currently having a crack at it, because why not? And there we go. Those Queens are not going to see the light of another day. Boy, that was messy. It's like an Aliens 4 where there's, I don't know, there was some really, really messy stuff in Aliens 4. But yeah, that Queen, when it exploded, is just like intestines everywhere. Very, very nasty. Here we go. Look at this. I don't know if there's any point taking out the 3rd base, because there's only like 1 mineral node, but the Baneling's going nuts. Look at all of those workers, man. Look at all of them just being absolutely destroyed. He's now down to 41 and to 81. Lost a crap ton of workers. Although it's kind of a moot point, because he's got no minerals to mine anyway. So, oh, these are Banelings. Those are Banelings right there. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, lift up, lift up, lift up. Come on, that's it. Are they going to chase? Are they going to chase? No. Oh, he could have moved him out. Not quite. Nice drop down there, taking care of that base, which kind of needed to happen for the last 20 minutes, but he finally has taken it down. Ling's coming in here. The Marines are just not enough. This base is lifted up, but as soon as the Mutas get over there, Ultra's coming in. Snute, I don't know, man. I thought he was in the lead, but he's just throwing a lot of his units away in just silly sort of plays, but he's got enough macro there to say, you know what, screw it, I'm just going. He's keeping the pressure on, and that's the main thing. Keeping the pressure on. Oh, Banelings, come on, lift up, lift up, lift up. Come on, yes. Unfortunately, they hit mostly Marauders, so not critical damage being done. If they lifted up under Marines, it would have just been absolutely ownage. But Snute, I mean, fair enough. He can throw away units if he wants. He's got so much income. He's got so much units that it's probably okay. It's probably fine. So there we go. He's going to run in. He's just going to absolutely own this 4th base, or at least he's going to try to. And Dayshi just has to hold off as best he can with what he has, which, to be honest, is not a lot. So this Thor is going to try, actually doing a fair bit of damage to the Ultra. But here we go, the Baneling's coming in. I don't think Dayshi is going to hold this. He's trying his best. He's moving away. He's doing a pretty good job. Marines coming in to reinforce. But the medevacs are all going to go down. The medevac plague has finally been answered with the Mutalists. And there we go, the 4th base forced to lift up, and Dayshi gives the GG. He could not hold out any longer. He was absolutely completely starved. The 4th base was his last hope, and unfortunately it just didn't happen. And the creep spread on this base, man, I think that's actually a really good play from Snute. He spent 300 minerals to build a hatchery here, and yeah, it took Dayshi ages to see it, and then ages to take it out, and then there's creep everywhere. So this would have been a perfect spot to put a 4th base, to put a nice safe 4th base, but Snute just completely crapped all over that idea, and in the end, Dayshi just couldn't manage it. So beautiful game. Dayshi taking the loss there, and Snute proving how much of an awesome player he is. So there we go, game done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This has been Harry Muppet.